The last time I saw my mother alive, she squeezed my hand and whispered, "Promise me you'll fight." I didn't know then that those words would become my battle cry. My name is Ivy, and I spent the last 3 years of my life watching cancer slowly steal my mother. Today, at her funeral, I'm watching my sister Zella steal everything else. "The house is being sold," Zella announces, barely waiting for the last mourner to leave. She's wearing Chanel and perfect makeup, not a tear in sight. "You need to be out by the end of the month." I stand there in the living room, where I've spent countless nights sleeping on an air mattress to be near Mum's hospital bed, where I learned to change IVs and measure morphine, where I gave up my design career, my apartment, my whole life to become a full-time caregiver. "What are you talking about?" My voice sounds distant, even to me. "Mom wanted me to have the house. You know that. She said it countless times." Zella's laugh is sharp enough to cut glass. "Said it? Where's the paperwork, dear sister? Because I have the will right here." She pulls out a folder from her designer bag. "Everything goes to me, the house, the accounts, everything." "That's impossible." I step closer. "Mom promised." "Oh, promises." Zella rolls her eyes. "You lived here rent-free for 3 years, Ivy. Consider that your inheritance." My best friend, Maya, who's been quietly watching from the doorway, steps forward. "Are you serious right now, Zella? Ivy gave up everything to take care of your mother while you were… where exactly? Paris? Milan?" "I was building a life," Zella snaps. "Unlike some people who chose to play nurse instead of having a career." The room temperature seems to drop 10 degrees. I feel Maya tensing beside me, ready to pounce, but I touch her arm gently. "Not now." "Where's David?" I ask, referring to Zella's husband. "Shouldn't your lawyer husband be here for this conversation?" "He's handling the paperwork for the sale." Zella's smile is venomous. "We already have a buyer." "The funeral was 2 hours ago," Maya says, disgusted. "Business doesn't wait for grief." Zella checks her phone. "Now, if you'll excuse me, I have meetings. The locksmith will be here Monday." She turns to leave, then pauses. "Oh, and Ivy? Don't bother looking for Mom's jewelry. I already took care of that." After she clicks away in her expensive heels, Maya explodes. "That absolute witch! Ivy, we have to fight this. There's no way your mom would…" "Shh." I hold up a finger, waiting until I hear Zella's car start and pull away. Then I walk to the kitchen, open the bottom drawer, and pull out a thick manila envelope. "What's that?" Maya asks. "Insurance." I start laying out documents on the counter. Every conversation Mom and I had about the house, recorded with her permission. Notarized statements from her doctors about her mental clarity. Bank statements showing every penny I spent on her care. Photos of every time Zella bothered to visit, all 3 times in 3 years. Maya's jaw drops. "You've been preparing for this." I nod, continuing to arrange papers. "Mom warned me. She knew Zella would try something like this. That's why we started documenting everything 6 months ago." I pull out my phone, showing Maya a video of Mom in her better days, clearly stating her wishes for me to have the house. "Holy shit," Maya whispers. "Ivy, you're not the pushover she thinks you are." "No." I smile slightly. "I'm not." My phone buzzes with a text from Zella. "The locksmith will be there Monday. Don't be there." I look around the house, at Mom's favorite reading chair, the wall of family photos, the garden visible through the kitchen window where she taught me to grow tomatoes. This house holds every memory I have of her, every lesson she taught me about strength and patience and fighting for what's right. "Maya," I say quietly, "I need you to help me make some calls. We're going to need a lawyer." "Already on it." She's typing furiously on her phone. "My cousin Jameson specializes in estate law. He's a shark." "Good." I walk to the window, watching the sunset paint the sky in fierce oranges and reds. Because Zella has no idea who I am anymore. She thinks she's dealing with the same little sister she could always push around. I touch the window glass, cool against my fingertips. But Mom didn't raise me to back down. She raised me to fight. Maya comes to stand beside me. What's the plan? I turn to face her, and for the first time today, I feel something other than grief. I feel purpose. We're going to take everything back, and we're going to make her remember why Mom always said karma comes calling when you least expect it. These signatures don't match. I slide the documents across Jameson's polished desk. Look at Mom's signature from 6 months ago compared to this so-called updated will. The tremor in her hand was getting worse, not better. Jameson peers through his reading glasses, comparing the papers. He's exactly what Maya promised. Sharp eyes, sharper mind, and an office that screams success without trying too hard. Interesting, he murmurs, pulling out more papers from the stack I brought. And you say your sister rarely visited? 3 times in 3 years. I have time-stamped photos and visitor logs from the hospice nurses. He nods slowly, then holds up his hand as his phone buzzes. Excuse me. He puts it on speaker. Jameson Kelly. This is David Wright. The voice is cold, professional. I understand you're meeting with Ivy Mills regarding my mother-in-law's estate. That's correct. I'm advising you to end that meeting immediately. This matter is settled. The will has been executed, and the property is already in contract. I lean forward. Is that so, David? Did you help Zella forge Mom's signature too, or just with the paperwork afterward? Silence crackles over the line. When David speaks again, his voice has an edge. Ivy, I'm warning you. Drop this now. You're going to embarrass yourself. No, David. You and Zella are going to embarrass yourselves. I have proof of everything. The line goes dead. Jameson raises an eyebrow. Well, that was illuminating. He starts sorting through more documents. Tell me about these bank withdrawals. I pull out my phone, showing him screenshots. 2 weeks before Mom died, Zella withdrew $50,000 from Mom's account. Here's the bank footage. I play the video Maya helped me obtain. Mom was in hospice. She couldn't have authorized this. And this was after your mother explicitly stated her wishes regarding the house. I tap my phone again, playing the recording. Mom's voice fills the office, weak but clear. The house goes to Ivy. She's the one who's been here. She's the one who cares. Zella can't be trusted. Promise me you'll fight, baby. Jameson leans back, a small smile playing at his lips. You know, when clients come to me with inheritance disputes, they usually have emotion, but no evidence. You, on the other hand, my phone buzzes with a text from Maya. Found something big, meeting Harmony for coffee. Come now. I have to go, I tell Jameson. But there's more coming. At the coffee shop, Maya sits with Harmony, Mom's former hospice nurse. Harmony's eyes are red-rimmed, but her voice is steady. I should have said something sooner, she says, pushing a paper across the table. Your mother made me promise to sign this statement about her wishes for the house. Had it notarized right there in her room. She knew Ivy. She knew what Zella might try. I scan the document, my hands shaking. When was this? 2 months ago. She made me promise not to show anyone until it was time. Harmony wipes her eyes. She said, My Ivy's too good, too trusting. She needs backup. Maya squeezes my hand as I fight back tears. This is huge, Ivy. This proves Mom was mentally competent and had different wishes than what Zella's claiming. My phone buzzes again. Zella this time. I put it on speaker. The moving company will be there tomorrow, she says without preamble. Whatever isn't gone by noon gets tossed. Actually, I reply, keeping my voice level, nothing's getting moved. Check your email. Our lawyer just filed an injunction to stop the sale. You little… She catches herself. You can't afford a lawyer. I've been saving Mum's social security checks, the ones you thought I was spending on myself, every penny documented, every expense recorded. Want to explain to a judge where that 50 grand went, Zella? The line goes quiet. When she speaks again, her voice is dangerous. You have no idea what you're doing. No, you have no idea what I've been doing. For 3 years, I watched Mom slip away while you lived your perfect life. But she wasn't stupid, Zella. She knew exactly who you are. I hang up and look at Maya and Harmony. Thank you both. I couldn't do this without you. Your mother was so proud of you, Harmony says softly. She told me once, Zella has all the power, but Ivy has all the truth. I pull out my phone one last time, playing another saved voice note. Mom's voice fills the quiet cafe. If anything ever happens, Zella cannot be trusted. Promise me you'll fight. I promise, Mom, I whisper. I promise. The scent of cinnamon hits me the moment I unlock the front door. For a second, I'm 10 years old again, running home from school to find Mom baking snickerdoodles, waiting to hear about my day. You okay? Maya asks behind me. Yeah. I run my hand along the wall of the entrance hallway, where pencil marks still track my height through the years. Just memories. We're here to gather more evidence, but every room feels like a time capsule. The kitchen where Mom taught me to cook. The living room where she'd braid my hair before school. The garden she tended until she couldn't anymore. Someone's here, Maya whispers suddenly, nodding toward a car pulling into the driveway. I tense, expecting Zella, but instead, an elderly woman emerges. She's elegant, familiar. Viviana? I haven't seen my mother's best friend in years. She hurries up the walkway, enveloping me in a tight hug that smells of Chanel No. 5. Oh, sweetheart, I came as soon as I saw the obituary. I've been trying to reach you. Zella changed Mum's phone number, I explain, and blocked a lot of her old contacts. Viviana's face darkens. That doesn't surprise me. Your sister… She glances around. Can we talk inside? In the kitchen, Viviana pulls an envelope from her purse. Your mother gave this to me last year. Said to give it to you when Zella makes her move. My hands shake as I open it. Inside is a handwritten document dated just a year ago. My heart stops. This is Mom's will, I whisper, in her handwriting, leaving everything to me. Keep reading, Viviana urges. I, Elizabeth Mills, being of sound mind, hereby revoke all previous wills and testaments. I scan down. This is witnessed and signed by Harmony and you, Viviana? She nods. Your mother knew what was coming. She made sure this was legally binding. Maya leans over my shoulder. Look at the date, Ivy. This is after the will Zella presented. A knock at the door makes us all jump. It's Harmony, looking nervous but determined. I brought everything, she says, placing a thick folder on the kitchen table. Visit logs, medical records proving your mother's mental competency, and… She pulls out her phone. Videos. We gather around as she plays one. Mom is sitting in her favorite chair, looking tired but alert. I want it recorded, Mom's voice says clearly, that this house belongs to Ivy. She's given up everything to care for me. Zella hasn't been here in months. She doesn't deserve… A coughing fit interrupts her. That was 3 months ago, Harmony says. She made me record it. Viviana squeezes my hand. Your mother wanted you to have roots here, darling. She told me, Ivy will keep this house alive. She'll fill it with love, just like I tried to do. Tears blur my vision. Maya wraps an arm around my shoulders as Harmony continues showing us evidence. Photos of Zella's rare visits, documentation of suspicious financial activities, even security footage from the bank. My phone rings. Jameson. Ivy, he says. I just received a cease and desist letter from David. They're claiming harassment. Perfect timing, I reply. I have something they're going to hate. Mom's real will, witnessed and signed. And a lot more evidence. There's a pause, then a low chuckle. Bring it all to my office. Now. As we gather everything, another car pulls up. This time it is Zella, storming up the walkway in designer heels. What is this little reunion? She demands, bursting into the kitchen. She freezes when she sees Viviana. What are you doing here? Supporting your sister, Viviana says coldly. Like I promised your mother I would. Zella's eyes narrow at the papers spread across the table. Whatever you think you're doing, Ivy, it won't work. This house is sold. It's done. No, I say quietly, holding up Mom's handwritten will. It's just beginning. The color drains from Zella's face as she recognizes Mom's handwriting. Where did you get that? Mom made sure it would find its way to me. She knew what you'd try to do. You can't prove. We can prove everything, Harmony interrupts. I have videos, Zella. Lots of them. Zella's composure cracks. She grabs for the will, but Maya's faster, snatching it away. Get out, I tell my sister, before I call the police for trespassing. This isn't over, Zella snarls, backing toward the door. You're right, I agree. It's just getting started. After she's gone, I walk through the house again, touching walls, door frames, memories. In Mom's room, I find her old locket, hidden exactly where she told me it would be, under the loose floorboard by her bed. Inside is a photo of us together, and a note in her shaky handwriting. Some houses are built with bricks. Ours was built with love. Fight for it, my brave girl. I will, Mom, I whisper. I promise. Your sister's going to lose her mind, Jameson says, reviewing our court filing one last time. This petition doesn't just contest the will, it accuses her of fraud. Because that's exactly what she did, I reply, watching him sign the documents. How long before she finds out? He checks his watch. The courier will serve her in about 30 minutes, at her charity luncheon. Maya, who's been quietly typing on her laptop, looks up with a grin. Speaking of that luncheon, check this out. She turns the screen toward us, showing a local society blog. Zella's being honored for her dedication to family values today. The timing couldn't be better. Did you leak something to them? I ask. Just planted a few seeds. Suggested they might want to fact-check her family story. Jameson's phone buzzes. Right on schedule. David's calling. He puts it on speaker. Jameson Kelly. What the hell is this? David's voice is tight with rage. You ambushed my wife at a public event? The courier served her legally, Jameson replies calmly. Would you prefer to discuss the forged signatures now, or in court? These accusations are ridiculous. We have video evidence of your wife making unauthorized withdrawals from her mother's account 2 weeks before death. We have the real will, witnessed and notarized. We have medical records proving Elizabeth Mills was mentally competent when she made her true wishes known. Jameson's voice hardens. Would you like me to continue? Silence. I suggest you both meet with us tomorrow, Jameson continues. Unless you'd prefer this all comes out in court. You're bluffing, David says, but there's uncertainty in his voice. Check your email, I cut in. I just sent you a clip from Mom's video testimony. There's hours more. The line goes dead. Maya's phone pings. Oh my God, she laughs. Someone at the luncheon posted a video. Zella completely lost it when she got served. She threw a champagne glass. Save it, Jameson advises. Everything helps. My phone rings next. Zella, you vindictive little bitch, she hisses. Do you have any idea what you just did to me? Probably the same thing you tried to do to me, I reply. Except I have proof. Proof? You have nothing but a sad little story about playing nurse to our mother. I have your signature on bank withdrawals dated when Mom was in hospice. I have security footage. I have witnesses. Want me to keep going? You wouldn't dare take this public, she threatens. Think about what it would do to the family name. You mean your reputation? Your social standing? I laugh softly. You should have thought about that before you tried to steal everything Mom wanted me to have. I earned that house, she shouts. I worked my way up in society while you played caretaker. Thank you for that, Jameson interrupts smoothly. That admission will be very useful in court. Zella's sharp intake of breath tells us she hadn't realized she was on speaker. My office tomorrow at 10, Jameson continues. Bring David. We'll discuss settlement terms. After we hang up, Maya shows me more social media posts. Zella's perfect facade is cracking. Comments are appearing on her charity posts, asking questions about her mother's care. It's starting, Maya says. Once people smell blood. I don't want to destroy her, I say quietly. I just want what Mom wanted me to have. Sometimes those are the same thing, Jameson observes. My phone buzzes with a text from Harmony. Just got a call from David offering me money to change my statement. I recorded the call. I show it to Jameson, who smiles grimly. Add witness tampering to the list. Ivy, Maya says suddenly, staring at her screen. You need to see this. She shows me a private message from someone claiming to be David's former legal assistant. I have documents, it reads, about what they did to your mother's accounts before she died. I've been keeping them as insurance. Can we trust this? I ask Jameson. Let me verify the source, he says, already typing. But if it's legitimate, then we don't just have a case, Maya finishes. We have a slam dunk. I think about Mom's words in the locket. Fight for it, my brave girl. I never wanted this fight. Never wanted to expose family secrets or wage legal wars. But Zella left me no choice. Tomorrow morning, I say, gathering my things. Let's end this. Where are you going? Maya asks. Home, I reply. To the house Mum wanted me to have, to water her garden and make some cinnamon cookies. I smile slightly, because that's what she would do while waiting for Karma to arrive. Maya hugs me. Want company? Always. As we leave Jameson's office, my phone buzzes one more time. A text from Zella. You don't have what it takes to beat me at my own game. I don't bother responding. She'll find out soon enough. I'm not playing her game. I already won. My sister is a devoted daughter who sacrificed everything to care for our dying mother. Zella's voice trembles perfectly on the local news interview. These vicious accusations are just jealousy and grief-talking. Maya mutes the TV in Jameson's office. She's good, I'll give her that. Too bad we have the receipts, I say, pulling up the anonymous blog post we launched an hour ago. Already, it has thousands of shares. The post is simple. Mum's voice, weak but clear, talking about her last years, about how Ivy gave up everything to care for her, about how Zella never visited. Accompanying the audio are hospital visitor logs, bank statements, and dated photographs. Jameson's assistant knocks and enters. The former legal assistant is here. A young woman walks in, clutching a laptop. I'm Amanda. I worked for David for 3 years, until... She swallows hard. Until I saw what they were doing to your mother's estate. Tell us everything, Jameson says, recording device ready. They started planning this 2 years ago, Amanda begins. I have emails. David instructing Zella to start moving money gradually. Plans to pressure your mother to change her will. She opens her laptop. They knew you were too busy caring for her to notice. My phone buzzes. David calling. I put it on speaker. Take down that blog post, he demands. Now. Or what? I'm filing a motion to seal all proceedings. This ends now. Jameson leans forward. Actually, David, I just filed an opposition to any attempt to seal. citing overwhelming public interest. Would you like to explain to a judge why you're trying to hide these proceedings? You have no idea what you're dealing with, David growls. No, you have no idea what you're dealing with, I cut in. By the way, how's the Bar Association responding to those witness tampering allegations? The line goes dead. Amanda looks pale but determined. There's more. I have security footage from their house. Zella practicing Mom's signature. Maya whistles low. That's forgery. And this, Amanda continues, pulling up emails, is David instructing their private banker to process withdrawals without proper authorization. My phone pings with news alerts. The story is spreading. Zella's carefully curated image as a philanthropist is unraveling. Ms. Mills? A reporter stands in Jameson's doorway. I'm from the Daily Herald. We'd like to hear your side of the story. I look at Jameson, who nods slightly. Come in, I say. I'll tell you everything. Hours later, Maya and I sit in Mom's garden, watching the sunset. My phone hasn't stopped buzzing with notifications. Look at this, Maya says, showing me social media posts. People are sharing stories about elder abuse, about family betrayal, about justice. I never wanted it to go this far, I admit. No, Maya agrees, but Zella did. She could have shared, could have helped care for your mom, could have been decent. My phone rings. Harmony. Turn on channel 7, she says urgently. We rush inside. Zella is giving another interview, but this time she's angry, defensive. My mother was too far gone to make decisions, she's saying. That house should have been mine years ago. I deserved, the interviewer interrupts. But medical records show your mother was mentally competent until the end. Those records are... Zella stops, realizing her mistake. Are what, Mrs. Wright? Are you suggesting medical professionals falsified records? Zella's perfect mask cracks. This interview is over. As she storms off camera, Maya turns to me. Did she just basically admit she thought your mum was incompetent while trying to claim a will she supposedly signed was valid? Yes, Jameson says from the doorway. I hadn't even heard him arrive. And the Bar Association is very interested in David's role in all this. What happens now? I ask. Now? He hands me a thick envelope. Now we have them exactly where we want them. The judge has granted our emergency motion. All assets are frozen pending investigation. My phone buzzes with a text from Zella. You're destroying this family. I text back, for the first time in days. No, Zella, you did that all by yourself. Looking around Mom's living room, at the photos she cherished, the quilts she made, the life she built, I feel a strange peace. This isn't just about revenge anymore. It's about truth. Maya, I say quietly, remember when you asked if it was worth it? She nods. Mom once told me that the truth always costs something. But lies? I pick up Mom's favorite photo of us together. Lies cost everything. Outside, a car door slams. Through the window, I see Zella marching up the walkway, David trying to stop her. Here we go, Maya says. I stand up, straightening my shoulders. Mom's voice echoes in my memory. Promise me you'll fight. I did, Mom, I whisper. I did. The courtroom falls silent as Harmony takes the stand. She's wearing her nursing scrubs. She came straight from her shift to testify. And how often did Zella visit her mother during those final months? Jameson asks. 3 times in 3 years, Harmony replies firmly. I documented every visit in the logbook. And the defendant claims she was too busy to visit more often? Objection, David stands. Relevance goes to pattern of behavior, Your Honor, Jameson responds smoothly, and directly contradicts Mrs. Wright's public statements about her dedication to family. Overruled. Continue. Harmony's voice trembles slightly. She was in Paris when her mother had the first major crisis. Didn't come home. She was in Milan during the second. Didn't come home then either. But Ivy? She looks at me. Ivy slept on an air mattress beside her mother's bed for months. From the defendant's table, Zella glares daggers at me. David whispers something in her ear, but she shakes him off. And regarding the will, Jameson continues, did Elizabeth Mills ever discuss her wishes with you? Yes. Harmony straightens. She was very clear. The house was to go to Ivy. She made me record her saying it multiple times. David stands again. Your Honor, these recordings were already authenticated by 2 separate experts. Jameson interrupts. As the court well knows. The judge nods. Proceed. Viviana testifies next, pulling out years of correspondence between her and Mom. Elizabeth wrote to me constantly about Zella's manipulations, she says, handling the letters carefully. She was afraid of exactly this happening. Read the letter from March 15th, please, Jameson requests. Viviana unfolds a paper. My dear friend, Zella came by today. First time in months. She kept asking about the house, about my accounts. I'm worried. She's always been clever with money, but this feels different. Thank God for Ivy. She's my rock, my protection. I notice several jurors wiping their eyes. Then comes Amanda, David's former assistant. She presents email after email, document after document. David's face grows increasingly pale as she speaks. Mr. Wright instructed me to backdate several documents, she testifies. When I questioned the legality, he threatened my job. During the break, Maya shows me her phone. The story has gone viral. Justice for Ivy is trending. Ready for your testimony? Jameson asks as we return to the courtroom. I nod, though my hands are shaking. On the stand, I tell our story simply. About giving up my design career to care for Mom. About the late nights and early mornings. About Mom's fears and Zella's absence. And why did you document everything? Jameson asks. Because Mom asked me to, I reply. She knew Zella would try to take everything. She made me promise to fight. David's cross-examination is aggressive but sloppy. He's rattled. Isn't it true you lived in the house rent-free? Yes, I answer calmly. While providing 24/7 medical care that would have cost thousands per week in a facility. I have the cost comparisons right here. He changes tactics. Your sister is a respected member of objection, Jameson calls. Relevance. Sustained. Finally, Zella takes the stand. She's wearing Chanel again, but her perfect composure is cracking. My mother was confused, she insists. She didn't know what she was saying in those recordings, yet you claim she was competent enough to sign a new will? Jameson asks. That's different. Different how? Either she was competent to make decisions about her estate, or she wasn't. Which is it? Zella's face reddens. I deserved that house. I worked my way up in society, while Ivy played nursemaid. Played nursemaid? Jameson interrupts. Is that how you view caring for a dying parent? Something snaps in Zella's eyes. That house should have been mine years ago. I shouldn't have had to wait for her to die. Gasps fill the courtroom. The judge's gavel cracks like thunder. Mrs. Wright, the judge says sharply, are you saying you expected to inherit before your mother's death? Zella realizes her mistake too late. David has his head in his hands. I didn't mean... I think you meant exactly what you said, the judge responds coldly. During the recess, Jameson looks pleased. She just destroyed her own case. Maya hugs me tight. It's almost over. My phone buzzes with a text from Harmony. Your mom would be so proud. I look across the courtroom at Zella, who's arguing frantically with David. All her carefully constructed facades are crumbling. For the first time, everyone sees her exactly as Mom feared they never would, as she truly is. You okay? Maya asks softly. I think of Mum's words in her letter to Viviana. Thank God for Ivy. She's my rock, my protection. Yeah, I reply. I'm okay. Truth wins in the end, right? The bailiff calls us back in for the verdict. In the matter of the estate of Elizabeth Mills, this court finds in favor of the plaintiff, Ivy Mills. The judge's words echo through the courtroom. Maya squeezes my hand so hard it hurts. Furthermore, the judge continues, the court finds clear evidence of fraud and misrepresentation by the defendants. The handwritten will dated March 15th is hereby recognized as the valid and final testament. All assets are to be returned to the estate immediately, with interest. Zella stands abruptly, her chair scraping against the floor. This is ridiculous. I'll appeal. Mrs. Wright, the judge cuts in sharply. I strongly advise you to remain silent. This court is also referring evidence of witness tampering and document fraud to the district attorney's office. David goes pale. Your Honor. Mr. Wright, as an officer of the court, you should be particularly concerned about your role in these events. The Bar Association will receive my full report this afternoon. Maya's trying not to smile. Harmony's crying quietly in the gallery. Viviana looks grimly satisfied. Court is adjourned. In the hallway, reporters crowd around us. Jameson handles most of the questions, while I stand in shocked silence. We won. We actually won. Ivy! Zella's voice cuts through the crowd. She's advancing toward me, mascara smeared, designer outfit wrinkled. You've ruined everything, she snarls. Our family name, David's career, my reputation. You did that yourself, I reply quietly. Every time you chose money over Mom, every time you forged a document, every time you lied. I deserved… What? To steal from our dying mother? To erase my 3 years of sacrifice? To sell our childhood home out from under me? David appears, grabbing Zella's arm. We're leaving, now. This isn't over, she spits. Actually, it is. Jameson steps forward. Any further harassment will result in additional legal action. And, Mrs. Wright, the charity board is waiting to speak with you. Something about fraudulent donations? They retreat down the hallway, Zella's heels clicking frantically on the marble floor. Later that evening, I unlock the front door of Mum's house. My house now, legally and finally. Maya follows me in, carrying champagne. Harmony and Viviana arrive moments later with takeout. A toast, Maya declares, pouring glasses. To Elizabeth Mills, who knew exactly what she was doing. To truth, Harmony adds. To justice, says Viviana. I wander through the rooms while they chat, touching familiar walls, breathing in memories. In Mum's bedroom, I notice something odd, a loose floorboard I never saw before. Kneeling down, I pry it up. Inside is a small box, and an envelope with my name on it. My hands shake as I open the letter. My dearest Ivy, if you're reading this, you've found your way through the storm. I knew you would. You were always the strongest of us all, though Zella never saw it. In this box is my grandmother's locket, the one Zella always wanted but never earned. It belongs to you now. Inside is a photo of us in better days, and a promise I need you to keep. Don't let winning make you bitter. Don't let justice turn to hatred. You fought for what was right, and that's enough. I'm so proud of you, my brave, beautiful girl. Fill this house with love again. That's what it was built for. All my love, Mom. I open the locket with trembling fingers. The photo shows Mom and me in her garden, both laughing, covered in dirt from planting tomatoes. Ivy? Maya calls softly from the doorway. You okay? I show her the letter. She reads it, tears welling in her eyes. She knew, Maya whispers. She knew you'd win. She knew I'd fight, I correct her, standing up. The winning was just a bonus. Downstairs, Harmony and Viviana are arranging food on Mum's old dining table. The house feels warm again, alive with voices and laughter. My phone buzzes, a A text from Jameson. David's law firm just asked for his resignation. Zella's charity board voted to remove her. Karma's not done yet. I don't reply. Instead, I join my friends at the table, in the house that Mom wanted me to have, that she trusted me to fill with love again. One more toast, I say, raising my glass. To Mom, who taught me that sometimes fighting for what's right means fighting for yourself. Later, after everyone's gone, I sit in Mum's favorite chair in the garden. The summer air is sweet with the scent of her roses. I fasten her locket around my neck, feeling its weight. Not heavy like revenge, but light like truth. I kept my promise, Mom. I whisper to the stars. I fought, and I won. A warm breeze stirs the wind chimes she hung years ago, making them sing softly in the dark. It sounds like her laugh. The morning sun streams through Mum's stained glass window, casting rainbow patterns across my design table. I'm working on the logo for the Elizabeth Mills Foundation when Maya bursts in, waving her phone. Have you seen this? She asks, breathless. David's been disbarred. It's official. I set down my stylus. How's Zella taking it? According to the gossip blogs, she's fled to Europe, alone. Maya settles into Mum's reading chair. Apparently, David's singing like a canary to save himself from criminal charges. Good. I return to my design work. The Foundation's first fundraiser is next week, supporting home caregivers who need financial and emotional support. Are you sure you want to do this? Maya asks softly. Use Mum's name for the foundation? It's perfect, actually. I show her the final design, a simple heart made of intertwining roses. Mum always said her garden taught her everything about love and patience. Now it'll help other people learn the same lesson. The doorbell rings. It's Harmony, still in her scrubs, holding a manila envelope. You need to see this, she says, laying out documents on the kitchen table. Remember that patient I mentioned? The one whose daughter reminded me of you. I nod. Harmony's been helping us identify families who need the Foundation's support. Look at her sister's name. There, on the medical forms. Emergency contact, Zella Wright. That's not possible, Maya breathes. It is, Harmony says. This woman, she's your half-sister. Your mom told me just before she died, made me promise to wait until the right time. Your father had another family. The revelation hits like a thunderbolt. Suddenly, Zella's desperate grip on inheritance makes a twisted kind of sense. Does she know? I ask. No, but her sister, your sister, she's struggling, just like you did, taking care of their dad alone while Zella ignores them. My phone buzzes. A text from an unknown number. I hear you started a foundation. Trying to clear your conscience? Zella. I text back. No. Trying to help people like Sarah. I pause, then add. Your other sister. 3 dots appear, disappear, appear again. Finally. How did you... Mom knew everything, Zella. About Dad's other family. About Sarah taking care of him alone. Sound familiar? No response for several minutes. Then, it wasn't supposed to be like this. No, I reply. It wasn't, but we can make it right. We? The Foundation's first grant. It could go to Sarah. No one has to know why. The dots appear and disappear multiple times. Finally, I'll think about it. Maya reads the exchange over my shoulder. Are you sure about this? Mom's letter said not to let winning make me bitter, I remind her. Maybe this is why. The doorbell rings again. This time it's Viviana, carrying a box of Mom's old photos. Found these while cleaning out my attic, she says. Elizabeth would want you to have them. We spread them across the kitchen table. Mum and Dad young and in love, Zella and me playing in the garden, family picnics and birthday parties. A whole history of love before it all went wrong. Look at this one, Maya says, holding up a photo of Zella teaching me to ride a bike. You both look so happy. My phone buzzes again. Zella, I'm coming home. Not for forgiveness, but maybe for Sarah. That's all it takes, I text back. One step in the right direction. Harmony squeezes my hand. Your mom would be proud of both of you. I touch Mom's locket, still hanging around my neck. Inside, beyond the photo, I'd added my own note. Some flames burn everything down, others guide you home. The foundation logo on my computer screen catches the rainbow light from Mom's window. The roses seem to glow, intertwining like family ties. Complicated, thorny, but beautiful when they bloom. Maya, I say, help me set up another chair in the garden. I think we might have company soon. She smiles, understanding. For Sarah? For everyone, I reply. Mom always said this house was built for healing. As we carry chairs out to Mom's garden, where her roses still bloom wild and free, I realize something. Revenge might feel like fire, but forgiveness feels like spring, messy and uncertain, but full of new life. My phone buzzes one last time. Zella again. Mom would have handled this better than both of us. Maybe, I text back, but she gave us a second chance to get it right. The wind chimes tinkle softly, and somewhere in that sound, I hear Mom's wisdom. Sometimes, the best revenge isn't winning the fight, it's ending it, with grace and growth and the courage to begin again. In Mom's garden, under the summer sun, I'm ready to try.